Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy TyBuggy. Hey, man, your boy's back in the building. Yo,
Yes,
look.
Sir.
I got my boy with me, man. Shout yourself out.
Hey, man, it's your boy Caprice to go. I'm back. You know, y'all like to ask. Oh, my God.
Damn, you trying to say,
We gotta run it back.
Nah, we ain't running it back. That boy said, y'all like ass.
Right, chill out.
Hey, man, y'all like the last episode, man. So, you know, we had to do another one, man. I think we're going to make this a whole series, a whole season. We told y'all we got our own podcast channel coming out.
Yeah.
I don't know at what point. I think, like, the more we build on here, like, and then, you know.
It's going to branch over at some point. It's going to branch over. But in the meantime, y'all just keep coming back. Subscribe to TyBuggy TV.
Y'all don't understand how much we just went through to, like, get these cameras set up. Like, we tired and everything. But, yo, today we got the Father's Day edition of the Boogie Down podcast, bro.
You know, don't nobody care about that.
Don't nobody care about Father's Day, bro? Why they don't care about Father's Day?
We don't get no love. We get a
Bro,
fist bump. Hey, we get one of these.
Yeah, get a card with some socks.
We don't get. I don't get no damn.
Bro, let me ask you a question, bro. Do you, what kind of gift, what's a good Father's Day gift for you, bro?
I feel like a good Father's Day gift is like some cologne. You know what I'm
Some
saying?
cologne.
Something that you can use every day for sure.
Bro, I feel like you too young to be wanting cologne already.
What you
When I was
mean?
your age, I don't know, I wanted bush, I wanted a game, like, I wanted something
At
stupid.
19?
At 19, yeah, I ain't care about smelling good. I had deodorant on, stupid ass nigga.
Nah.
But yeah, man, and the only reason why I say is because at my age, bro, that's dead what I be wanting. Cologne. Bro, there's
And
nothing.
your age like right now?
26? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That is like for every holiday, Christmas, for Father's Day, for my birthday, anything.
Yeah.
If you ever want to give me anything, cologne. You know what I mean? And ladies, if you want to get your man some cologne, 1 million. I think it's 1 in a million or 1 million. It's a gold bottle. It's perfect. You know what I mean?
How much that junk cost?
Anything that smell good to you is perfect. Huh?
How much it cost?
1 million. They ain't sponsoring me, so I shouldn't be shouting them out like this. But it's like
I thought you were saying that.
It's like $80.
Oh,
Yeah,
I thought
it's
you were
called
saying-
1 million.
Yeah, because I was about to say.
Nah, it's just called 1 million. But yeah, all right. So boom. So we got some questions or whatever that we're gonna talk about. It's geared around us being fathers. How old your son is, bro? How old my nephew is?
Casimir, he wanted to have. Yeah, shout out my boy Cash for sure.
Yeah, for sure. And y'all know I've been a father for 6 years.
How old Alasia?
Alasia, she gonna be 7 in September.
She's 6 right
Yeah,
now.
she's 6 right now. Yeah, so neither of us are with our daughters or our kids.
Yeah. I'm not with my child's mother. So.
Yeah, how's that experience, bro? Do you think that has made it harder, like since you
You
y'all
saying
not together?
like, Wait,
like
what
your
you mean?
parenting style, like has that made it harder for you?
At this age, yeah, because you know, like,
Oh, nah, don't say at this age, goddamn.
Because,
just
like,
period.
you know-
you ain't experienced nothing else.
I'm saying though, because like
Yeah.
I'm 19 and we still got maturing to do before Casimir even got here, and you know I had to mature quicker than everybody else because of him. So.
Yeah, you know the thing about like when you start doing the whole co-parenting thing, it's like you don't realize how much parenting entails until you're doing it all by yourself. Because when you have the mom and the dad, it's like, okay, I'll do this, you do that. If you don't do this, I'll do that.
I'll do
You know what I
the
mean?
other part,
But like when you're co-parenting, you gotta do everything. You know what I mean? You gotta be like, especially for me having a daughter, I gotta be sympathetic and I also gotta be the dictator. You know what I mean? Like I feel like when you're actually with the other parent, you can play good cop, bad cop. You know what I mean? Being that just me, I gotta be the good cop and the bad cop all in one. You know what I mean?
I feel like even then though, with a single parent, you could still be a good cop, bad cop.
Yeah.
Just depending on how cool you are with the, you know.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it all depends.
Because it, like,
if you can't see it, it may not hit the same. My fault. I ain't mean to cut you.
No, you good. In my circumstance, like I'm the good cop, she the bad cop.
For real?
Yeah, cause like I always want to be able to get him what he want when he want and stuff.
Yeah.
She wants to, do what he's supposed to do, of course.
Yeah. See, for me, nah. I am the bad cop, and I don't like doing it because like Alasia, she knows how to get me. Like my daughter, she knows how to look at me to just make me feel bad, bro. Like she knows how to get me there. So I'm like, yo, I don't need to be this angry at her. You know what I mean?
I feel like I need to work on that though, like establish more authority.
Oh, the older he gets, the older he gets. Like right
like,
now, he's
you know,
young.
I be laughing at it and stuff like, but I don't know.
Yeah. Real quick, bro. I want to shout out our dad, bro.
Okay.
I want to talk about our dad because that's what me and him share. We ain't got the same mom, but we got the same dad.
Yeah.
What is something that daddy has taught you for you to put into our, parenting? To put into
what
your parenting?
has he taught us?
Yeah. Like, what's something you could really say that he's taught you?
I'd say, like, to handle your priorities, like, handle your business, and then go ahead and do, you know what I'm saying, do whatever else that you want to do. But when it comes to doing the stuff that you have to do, that you know you got to do, and you feel like, you know what I'm saying, maybe it can wait and stuff, no, do it right then and there. Always
Don't get it out the way.
Priorities, yeah.
Yeah. I think what...
So you won't have to deal with it later on.
Word. I think one thing they really, like, pushed on us real hard was to always have our own mind.
Yeah.
Like, cause when I look at me and my siblings, it's like, bro, none of us like think like somebody else.
And you know how you said in the last episode, like how I think outside the box. That's why I really fly. That's where I got it from.
Yeah, Daddy definitely passed down that always have your own mind. I mean, because you think about the world that we in right now, bro. It's so easy to just be like, you know, I could just be with the trends. I could just be with Instagram. I could be with the hype.
You could easily have a gun and want to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and just be on some nonsense. But I feel like the way he raised us was like, just because and I always say this, just because everybody's doing it does not mean it's right.
Doesn't make it cool.
Yeah,
you know
I'm a strong believer on like, and again, I give him the credit of this. I'm a strong believer if everybody's going right, like turning right, I don't think that's. I'll still go left. If I feel like left is better, I'll go left.
I feel like I'm the same way too. Like, even if all my folks, like, they want to do something this way, I'm going to be like, I'm going to do it the other way just because, like, everybody else ain't doing it. So,
yeah, man. So what's, like, being that we done gave him his flowers, well, there's another thing I do want to say before I move on. I also see, I've had the luxury of having a stepdad. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And I have to shout out because being you ain't never had a step parent, have you? Well, I mean, like when you was being raised. You know what I mean, no, you ain't never really been raised by a step parent. Nah. But you have a significant situation, so you kind of have. You know what I mean? But see, for me, like experiencing my stepdad, like it just brought like a different level of respect, bro. I have so much respect for step parents, bro. To look at somebody else's kid and take care of them like they're yours, bro. Me and my stepdad, we had a man-to-man conversation. Mind you, like when I was growing up, I never looked at my stepdad like a stepdad. I just looked at it like I had two dads. I never seen him as, you're not my dad. But he told me that recently. He was like, one problem that I always had with being around you, because my stepdad been around me since I was 2, bro. Yeah. Like he said it to me. He was like, I never wanted you to hit me with the, you're not my dad. And I told him, like, we was at the bar. That's what was making it so funny. We was just sitting there just taking shots, just chilling, just me and him. And he was like, you know, that was my biggest thing about being your pops. And I mean, I just never wanted you to hit me with the, you're not my dad. Why are you telling me this? You're not my pops. And I told him straight up, looked at him dead in his eyes. I was like, yo, I have nothing but respect for you. I've never felt like you weren't my dad. Only time I felt like he wasn't my dad was when he would drop me off to my dad. Like, you know what I mean? But other than that, it's like, yo, I have so much respect for that man, bro. Like, I'm talking about, he used to teach me how to do things. He didn't just be like, oh, that's my girl's son. Mind you, my stepdad and my mom, they didn't get married until like 15 years later or 13, 12 years later. Something crazy. That's their information. But how he treated me, always treated me like I was his son. Take me to the barbershop, know what I mean? Everything, like, he used to buy me stuff, everything. Give me advice, everything, bro. Come with me, play basketball with me. And then to know my dad and, like, have my experience with him and then to see, like, my facial features and everything, like, it was just, I mean, I'm shouting both of them out because I commend both of them. Because one thing they both taught me was to be better than your dad. And that's what they was. My stepdad, he always tells me this. He was like, my biggest job with you was to not treat you how my stepdad treated me. Cause they, like, being a stepchild, like, you could feel like the outside child. Yeah. You know what I mean? And he made sure I did not feel like that. And then with Daddy, although Daddy wasn't a perfect dad, Daddy was a great dad. Anytime I explain like my dad, he ain't the best dad for an adult. Like, but what is a dad for an adult? Like, I mean, so it is a little complicated.
You learn what you taught, right?
Yeah, but one thing I could say, like, Daddy made sure that if anything, he was always gonna be there. And he was, bro. Like, from what we remember, Daddy was always in the house. You know what I mean? Like, as kids, he was old. Like, and I think that's why, like, the older we get, it's like we want that same daddy, but it's like we gotta understand, like, you know, we older now. You know what I mean? And you know, this steps to that. But like, I just know that he was better than his dad, and that's what I want to be. I want to be better than both of them. You know what I mean? As a parent. Now, because there's no perfect way to parent, but there is a way not to parent. So whatever way you feel like your parents didn't do the best in, I mean, even if they was good, that's what you fix, and then you parent your kids better. You know what I mean? But yeah, with that being said, let me ask you a question, bro.
All right.
Well, actually, what's something that you feel like you learned not to do from Daddy? Like, in other words, something he did from him? Yeah, something he did that you like, you know what? I'm gonna make sure I don't do that.
I'd say like how do I put this? Okay, so for example, you know how we could get a snack after we eat our food though.
Yeah.
But like he made it like it's like a punish, it's like a punishment to eat our food. You get what I'm saying? And we'll eat all of it. Like, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, like
don't make it like.
Don't make stuff that's good for me feel like it's bad for me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know, like.
Yeah, Daddy had a
weird way of,
bro.
He had a weird way of like helping us understand. But growing up, you start to get why he did what he did and respect him on a different level. So
I think something that I would and now this is about you gonna feel this one too. You know what I mean? And shout out to my dad. I love him. You know what I mean? I love my pops. We don't tell each other we love each other all the time, but I love my pops. I mean, every time I talk about my dad, I talk about him like he is, you know what I mean, the Grand Pumbaa. You know what I mean? But one thing that I would not pass down is just because my kid is not doing exactly what I want them to do, that does not mean I won't support him anymore. You know what I mean? I think as a kid, like, I kind of felt that in a way. Like, I kind of felt like for instance, like I was thinking about this while I was driving, as I was coming up with these questions. Like for my basketball games, like I moved to Atlanta and it was the first time I ever been on an organized basketball team. Mind you, I got cut, I think 2 years straight. And in New York, I was real good at ball, but I never played organized. So it was like I would always get nervous. You know what I mean? I would get real nervous. My hands get wet, like everything. So when it came time for game time, it's like, dang, I never played in front of a big crowd. I never like played with a coach and a bench, you know, in a ref. Like, this is a lot. And then I feel like I'm also playing against my dad, you know, because it was like I knew that if I didn't play good, he would come at me crazy in the car.
He's gonna let you know.
Yeah, and then it came to a certain point where like coach wouldn't play me because of how I was playing. I take that accountability. I would be so nervous, like in the games or whatever. I would never say I was a bad player. I just was too nervous. You know what I mean? So it got to the point that I wasn't playing good enough to play in the game. So my dad stopped coming to the game. You know what I mean? So it was like, for me, I don't know. It was kind of like everybody's happy about game time. Granted, most of these dudes is about to be in the game, and I'm probably going to be sitting down. But at the same time, for me, it's kind of like it would be nice to still see my dad in the stands. You know
I get what you. I wouldn't come either though, but I get what you're saying.
And then to turn around, and like you had, you know, your football stuff going on, and granted, you was doing your thing. You know what I mean? Everybody was.
So wait, so you saying like during the time when you was playing basketball, they wasn't coming enough. Like, you feel like they weren't coming enough, but at my basketball games.
How many basketball games have you been to, Mom?
Like high school or
high school?
Nigga, I've been to a lot of your games.
My games?
Yes.
Bro, I do not remember seeing you in my games, bro.
Nigga, the JV games? Yes.
I'm talking about varsity.
I swear, I don't even remember you playing. niggas didn't play varsity. Oh man.
That's because I didn't play. I was on the team. Yo, the crazy thing is like I could really hoop. That's the crazy part.
Nah,
but
I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, like you about how tall are you though?
I'm 6'2", but it's not that I'm just like some tall. I just don't want them to get it misconstrued. Like I'm not just some tall dude that just say I could,
No, he could hoop on me. Like I'm telling you,
I could really hoop, but my nerves used to.
You
be
wanna
so
know how I know you
bad.
can hoop though? Cause that man, cause our dad literally said you remind him of Kyrie.
Yeah, now my handle
And
crazy.
you know
back
he
then.
not one to really like, you know what I'm saying?
Hell no.
Give him a compliment for real.
Bro, but I don't think anybody ever knew that. Like, bro, I had very bad anxiety as a kid, bro. I had very
Me too,
bad
but-
anxiety. Like when I get on that court,
You think it came from him though?
from Daddy? I feel like he played a part, but I can't give him.
Oh yeah,
all
not the
that.
full thing, but you know what I'm saying, played a part.
The part that he played was yelling at me when I would mess up.
Yeah.
Cause it's like you made me feel like messing up was bad, and then he would tell me not to pout, but it's like I'm pouting because you make me feel like messing up is so bad. You know what I mean? Like literally, I'll never forget after a game.
I'm gonna tell you my story too.
After a game, I'll never forget. We on our way. We just left the game or whatever. I had a bad game. And Daddy, it's me, my shorty in the car. My shorty at the time, whatever, she was in the car, and then Daddy was in the car. This man's going off about how trash I just played in front of my girl, bro. I'll never forget that because I was so hurt. I'm like, bro, you could wait. Like, we could wait till we get to the crib.
Going ape shit on your
he's going crazy on me, bro. He's like, yo, you missed a free throw. Like, you're trash. I remember back when I was your age. I mean, he probably didn't say those words, but this is what I was getting. I'm like my girl right here. So, like, now me experiencing that was just like, yo, like
he wasn't
I
really
can't be out here messing up in games when he's there. Yeah. It's one thing for my coach to watch me and then like he might take me out the game, but it's another thing if I mess up in front of my dad because he's gonna go off.
Hey, remember though, coaches calling or whatever saying how you put up 40 points and shit, and guess who wasn't there? Who wasn't there?
Bro, I went off one game, bro. I dropped 40. I would never forget because that was the main. Because that day, I remember. I think I couldn't miss, and it made me feel like all my skills came, bro. Like everything that like I knew I could do. Like the game felt slower and everything.
Next game you put up like 25 or something.
Yeah,
like that.
bro, I was going off, bro. It was like my anxiety was gone, but Daddy wasn't there.
He wasn't there.
He wasn't there for those.
Because
so like,
you put a, you know what I'm saying.
So granted those wins was fun, but it would have been a lot more fun if Daddy was there. And I feel like had I known he would be patient enough to like, this kid gonna get it. Like if I knew Daddy would allow me to mess up, I would be a lot more comfortable. Like that's kind of like a Lasia, like she mess around and trip over her feet on these gymnastic shows. I can't be like, oh, I'm not going no more. Yeah, I can't show her that because now she's gonna be so nervous when it's like, baby, this at the end of the day, this is a game.
Hey, now let me tell you my story now.
Yeah, so, I love my dad though. I don't want nobody to get confused. And Daddy, I know you probably gonna go off on me for that little segment, but
let me tell you though, because he gonna remember all of this.
Yeah,
bro. So I'm going on the Georgia Rising Stars tryouts, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, I don't know where you was at. You probably was in college though.
Yeah.
So we go whatever, you know. I admit I did play bad too. We're in the gym though. We're in a high school gym. But listen though, bro. Listen. Let me.
We just knew you was going to the NFL.
Let me tell you. We went to the other side. It's just the fact we went to the other side of the gym though. It was mad quiet. He said, "Come over here." He took me to the other side of the wall though. And he starts yelling mad loud as if nobody was going to hear it. As if nobody was going to hear it. Yo, as if nobody was going to hear it.
Yo, that's bad embarrassing.
And everybody's quiet as he's yelling at me the whole way. We get back in the gym, it's still quiet. I'm walking in the gym, door open and stuff.
That's mad embarrassing, bro. How do you feel? Like when you walk back?
It made everybody play back. made everybody do better. Nigga, Will, Sean, Jay.
Bro, our dad
Everybody.
was just different, man. But you know what I mean, shout out to him because again,
He made us into some different. He definitely made us into some.
he definitely did. And we had tough skin.
We
We definitely had tough skin.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I feel like this, like especially sports. I think sports is the most direct thing we could be.
Yeah.
Like, you know, just like for other parents or whatever. If your kid is not doing their best, understand that nervousness is a thing. Anxiety is the thing. Like, so I think what Daddy was so frustrated with me, because we used to play together. And when me and Daddy would play together, I would play so good. And he would be like, why don't you just, you know what I mean? Like, I know you could do this, you could do that. Like, you want to do that. I never forget that. This was the first and probably only compliment Daddy really gave me when it came to basketball. He was like, yo, you are so much better than all these kids I see play. He went down the whole lineup. He was like, you better than them, And I didn't know, of course, at the time because I was so young.
Hey, that's great though. You was definitely better than.
But the thing about it is, bro, I had bad anxiety as a kid. So it's like, yeah, I'm better at the green court, and you can put all my teammates in front of me. But put that whistle, put that ref, put that crowd. I am a completely different player. So now at this age, like even when I go to like LA Fitness and I play with like all the dudes that used to play in high school and stuff like that, like I have moments where I'm like, damn, I feel like, you know, a little sweaty on my palms or whatever. Like I feel that again, but I can shake it now because I understand there ain't nothing but anxiety. But alright, shout out to our dad. That little segment was for him.
Next question, bro.
The next question is, would you date a girl with a kid?
Would I date a girl with a kid?
With a kid. Would you date a girl with a kid?
I ain't gonna lie. It all depend. Like, because of my situation, I would. It really all depends though. Like,
What it depends on.
you know, it's other situations where the baby mother and the
You think the baby daddy is smacking her cheek still?
close. Yeah.
You think that's in all scenarios?
No, not all scenarios though. Not all scenarios.
So
Because
would
at
you?
some point I feel like,
So would you?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Then I would.
You would.
Yeah.
Have you done that yet?
Have I messed with
A girl with a kid?
Yeah, you can say that.
Nah, you got.
I done smack.
You got the cheeks.
Yeah, I smacked. Yeah, but I ain't messed with her for real.
Yeah. I mean, like, I've done it before, and I ain't gonna lie. I feel like I did experience it in the way that most people explain it, and it's crazy because I'm a dad, and I always like, and we'll get to that. But I always like think about it like, man, how's a girl gonna see me knowing I have a kid? But you know, I'll never have my kid. But I dealt with a girl that had a kid before, and the way her and her baby daddy was, bro, was so toxic. And for me, that's like
even dealing with that.
Yeah, that's like the biggest thing. So like for me to answer that question is like, what's
That's
the
why I said it
relationship
depends. Like the relationship got to be on some like they mature enough, and I feel like honestly, to be like completely real about it, you shouldn't really date nobody like that has that situation. At my age, I wouldn't date nobody with a kid right now. Later on, I feel like
you have a kid
later
though.
on. I know, but I just feel like in certain situations, it's
like, what situation do you feel like, nah, this is not a good situation for me?
Like shawty just tired of him, like she tired of him, or he just really ain't on nothing. He ain't on shit.
That's a situation you would not deal with her, or you would?
I would like, or he is on stuff like, you know what I'm saying. He just co-parenting, but it's rare. If you ask me.
I think the main situation that
Like let's be real though. Let's be real though. Most of the time they messing with the.
A lot of times that's how it is. But I mean, I feel safe in saying that not all the time because
not all the
like,
time.
We not doing that with our big moms.
Yeah,
you know what I
facts.
mean? Like, and we like, I mean, me and my daughter's mom, we have a great relationship. You know what I mean?
Like we cool, but it's like it don't go any further than that though. It's just Casimir and that's it. Like,
I ain't gonna lie though, like shorty that I was with, bro, like her, like, bro, she used to. It's like dude used to pop up all the time. And
that's weird.
This is the weird part about like dating a girl with a
that's
with a
dangerous
kid.
too, honestly.
Let me tell you, bro, it's because you have to be comfortable with there's a dude that's gonna be around her for at least 18 years. At least. And the thing about that is, it's like, my thing is like, how's that relationship?
Throughout them 18 years too, it's like you just never know what's gonna really.
Yeah, bro. So look, boom, let me tell you a little story. So with shorty, it was like he would call at like 10:30 at night while we chilling in the bed. I'm like, why is he calling right now?
How old are you?
How old am I now?
No, at that time.
At that time, I was like 24.
Okay,
I
so
was
like
24.
you old enough, like you got your own spot and everything.
She was older than me though.
But she got her own spot and everything.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was at her crib.
Okay.
You know what I mean? At the time, I had like a roommate or whatever. Like I had like an apartment
But
in
you
the
still
city.
got your own spot.
Yeah, so boom. So I remember like dude used to call in the middle of the night. And you know I check up about it, but she'll be like, oh, he just calls around this time to talk to my son. I almost said his name.
Do he be awake?
Huh? No, and that's what I said. I used to be like, yo, he goes to sleep at like 9. Doesn't he have like school in the morning? Like, what you talking about? She's like, oh, sometimes he does that. Da 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 da. But bro, I never forget. It was one day that like he had texted her something, and like I was like, yo, go ahead, reply. I was like replying saying I'm with my I said because he had said what you doing right now?
Yeah.
So I said
to go get some cheese
yeah.
right
So this is
then
what
and
I said. I said, yo, reply back to him. This was the deal breaker. I was like, reply back to him and say you just chilling. I mean, don't say nothing about me.
Yeah, don't even say that I'm there.
Just say you're just chilling.
So you can see his response.
If y'all don't be on that time, just say you're just chilling.
As if I'm not even here.
Yeah, and let's see what he said. Because if y'all don't have that type of relationship, he's not gonna say some crazy stuff just out the way.
What he said.
So what she did, bro, this day was crazy because this was like right around my birthday, bro. She replied to him saying, with my boyfriend, dumb fast, bro. Dumb fast, bro. I would never forget.
Wait, they was on the phone? Or?
No, text.
Okay.
Yeah, she replied, dumb fast. So like, but the way she did it was so slick, bro. So boom. She wound up like, first, I think she texted him first and was like, nothing, just chilling. You know what I mean? And then she blocked him. Because I was like, why he ain't text back yet? I kept looking at her like, oh, he still ain't write you back? So I was like, yo, let me say, and mind you, I don't do the whole phone thing, but you moving mad funny. Because she just kept, bro, listen. She just kept trying to say like, nah, don't worry. Like, can we just talk about something? Let's have a good day. I'm like, why are you moving so weird?
Like, let's
like,
have a good day. Like,
yeah, why you moving so weird about this? So like, mind you, I'm gonna do that. Don't do the whole phone thing. Know what I mean? But you moving mad. So I was like, all right, so smooth. So I was like, yo, let me see something real quick. I was like, go to his number. Know what I mean? In your text, and it said block. It said she blocked. I was like, why you block him? She's like, because I just don't want to do this. Da 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 da. So I'm like,
cause she already know what's up.
This
like,
girl think I'm stupid. So I was like, yo, I was like, text him. Know what I mean? Just like y'all would regularly talk. Mm-hmm. She quickly texts and say, I'm with my boyfriend. Bro, so it's situations like that I'm like, granted, I know how I am. Like, me and my daughter's mom do not have that type of relationship.
Facts.
But it's like you just really just made it. I don't know. Like, you just, like, you kind of left a bad taste.
As hell,
yeah, and then it's not like I could be like, don't ever deal with him again. Don't ever talk to him again.
Yeah, that was a bad, yeah.
And then she would say dumb stuff, bro. She would be like, all right, so from now on, I would just talk to him through my mom. That's like, impossible.
Like, what are you talking about?
Like, that's impossible, bro.
Trying to say off the wall shit so you can be like, nah, I know you ain't gonna have to do that.
Like, bro, like, you gonna do that for 18 years.
Trying to be a, yeah.
Bro, so yeah.
Anyways.
Basically, she left a bad taste in my mouth. Let's see. The next question is.
Wait. Okay, so would you though? Would you date a? Cause I would.
I would,
but like it's
Yeah.
I don't think I do it at this age.
Yeah, I mean you 19. Me personally at 26.
But my bad. I'm dealing with somebody, but still though, like it's rare.
Yeah. It's rare. What's rare?
It's rare that you'll catch somebody like me or like
other
women. Nah, she don't got no kid, but I have. You know what I'm saying? I got a kid. She lives with me. So.
Yeah. Yeah. See, for me, it's like. Yeah, I don't mind dating nobody with a kid. Mainly because at 26, bro, the people that don't have children are usually like they're the minorities now. You know what I mean? Like they don't like that's the small group. Like the
majority. Like at your age, it's
most people
normal?
have kids. Yeah.
Okay, of course. Okay, yeah.
That's a fact. Hey man, this part of the episode is brought to you by Burnout Challenge Fitness. Hey man, if you got any type of body goal, you know, if you're trying to get a bigger booty, a literal booty, and you ain't got no gym equipment, you got gym equipment, you want to get your arms bigger, your chest bigger, you don't know what workouts to do, download Burnout Challenge Fitness. It is on the App Store, all right? Have you had any bad experiences with, like, girls being like, oh, no, you got a kid?
Yeah, like, bro, I done had a whole shorty and she was in and out of the relationship because of Casimir. I'm like, yo, first of all, before I even met you,
Yeah.
before he was even, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, of course, Casimir, I love him and everything, but before he was even thought about,
Ain't no buts.
Yeah, before he was even thought about though, like I knew I wasn't gonna be with my child's mother, like so it's like, how you mad at the situation that happened before I even got to knowing you for real? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. What was she mad? What was she mad about? What she wanted that?
It ain't even, not even more the fact that she was mad. It's just like, it's a hard situation to be in because, of course, you know, we still young, so.
Yeah, but I mean, like, if you taking care of your business, what does she have to do with that, though?
She know that she gonna have to deal with another woman for at least 18 years, like you said.
Yeah.
And it's just, it's,
I had
it's
to
all you
deal
gotta
with
deal
dude.
with. It's
Yeah. Has any girl, like, straight, like, try to dub you, like, oh, you got a kid? Nah, I ain't messing with you.
I'm sure, like, honestly, I'm highly sure. I ain't never really had nothing like that because, though, we got to know each other first. Then I told them about it. So maybe because they know me and they got to know me, they was like, okay, you know.
Yeah.
But, nah, I feel like it's females that would talk to me, but they don't because
you have a kid?
Yeah.
How does that make you feel?
I mean, it just let me know right there that, like, if you don't like me for me, then it is what it is. Like,
Yeah.
can't control stuff that I already got.
Yeah. Like, you always got to claim your son. Like, it ain't no...
I'm not finna go off the wall and act like I don't got a child just to try to be with a shorty. No.
And get some cheeks. Like,
That's crazy.
But that's wild, bro.
But I know niggas that do.
Yeah, nah, for sure. That's why I said it. Because I know people that do that. Like, yo,
it can't be like that.
I've had that happen. Like, especially when I was your age, bro. Like, cause yo, I was 19 too with a kid. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I remember, bro, the hardest part about being 19 with a kid, bro, for me was I'm still trying to be young, but I gotta be a dad. Like, there was no not be a dad and be young or just be a dad and not be young. Like, you gotta do both. Yeah, I was more so of a dad than anything else. Cause like I had the 9 to 5. I like was coming home at the time. Me and her mom, her mom was together or whatever. So I was all at 19. Bro.
I got a question.
Yeah.
So let's say like you was single or whatever. Like you single right now. Mm-hmm. Would you date a woman that she's still living with the child's dad? Hell
nah.
But they single.
They go, what? It's a big pussy parking lot.
Hey, I know a couple people that's like that though.
Hell no.
They single, but they still like I don't know.
Bro, what would possess anybody to be with somebody like while they living with? And I've seen that.
I know
that's
crazy. Bro, I know some crazy like, cause you know for some reason it's a lot of people at my age, a lot of women getting pregnant.
Yeah.
But like.
Y'all need to start wrapping it up.
I done seen some crazy or heard some crazy stuff like niggas trying to play stepdad like at my age. How do you feel about that?
Playing stepdad?
Niggas just trying to be involved at this age like
with somebody else's kid. I mean, bro, I kind of was doing it. Like, I mean, for me,
somebody else's kid though.
Like, yeah, I taught little man how to do math.
What the fuck? Wait.
I'll help him how to do his homework, everything. I don't know.
How old was bro?
He was the same age as my daughter. So like at the time, she was like 4. Yeah, she was like 4.
Wait, where was the dad?
Where was he? I mean, he didn't live there, of course, you know, but he lived in the city. Like,
so
lived in Atlanta too.
So bro gonna grow up and be like, my dad didn't even teach me like math. You know, that's
some other nigga told me.
You know what I'm saying? That's something that like that's my worst fear. Like just like my kid growing up being like, I didn't learn this from my dad. I learned this from Richard or some shit. Fuck that nigga.
Wait, what was your question again? Because I want to answer it directly.
Would you you said no. Said would you date?
Nah, hell nah. But to your second question, this is what I was thinking about. Me being a stepdad. I don't mind being a stepdad because I had such a good I know the role of a stepdad. And I mean, now that all depends on, because it's real, like, bro, you got to be careful with stuff like that, because let's just say you and Shorty not in good standings, right? Yeah. Y'all not really like all that, but then you over here teaching her little man how to do math and how to ride a bike.
Dad like relationship.
Yeah, now you his dad. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's like word. So the lesson that I learned off of that experience was like, make sure y'all relationship is like extremely solid. You really
get to trying to put him in.
Yeah.
Life, you know what I'm saying?
And for me, it was like, I had such a good stepdad that I feel like I could be that to little man. You know what I mean?
So it wasn't hard to really like.
Yeah, like you want to learn how to play ball, and I ain't got a son, and he was a boy. He was a real cool kid, everything. So it was like, for me, it was like, I don't mind teaching him how to play whatever. Like I had fun. He was a little dude. You know what I mean? He reminded me of when I was a little dude. And then like, it's like, I'm with your moms. I don't want you to be looking at me like, oh, you just with my moms and you dipping. Like, cause that's also a bad taste in your mouth that you look at your mom crazy. So yeah, I don't mind, but I definitely think it's important that you make sure that relationship is solid. You know what I mean? So would you be a step parent, bro? At 19?
Whoa.
19 different. So what's the youngest age like a girl could be? Like, what's the youngest age what's the youngest age her kid could be? Like
for me to date them?
Yeah.
4 or 5.
4 or 5. Those are good numbers. Wow.
At that time, you 4 years in the, you know what I'm saying, the co-parenting, you really established, and you should know
but
at
what
that
if they
point.
broke up when the kid was 3?
Nigga, if that's the case, I'm not dating you. You still confused. Like, nah. If I know y'all, like, if
you still want your family back.
Yeah, like, hell no.
You still be texting him on his birthday. Yeah, like, I need, nah.
Okay, I got a question for you.
What's that?
Do you feel like fathers deserve Father's Day gifts?
Do fathers? You just threw me all the way off.
Do you feel like dads deserve gifts?
What? Yeah. Same way. It's a holiday, ain't it? Valentine's Day is a holiday, ain't it?
Yeah.
Mother's Day, they get gifts, don't they? There
I
be
mean,
flowers
I
everywhere.
see it the way you see it, but
you know what I mean?
You know,
like, bro, what? I'm an active dad. Like, my daughter's upstairs right now. So, like, nobody could, like, you know what I mean? We celebrating dads, we celebrating me. You know what I mean? And I'm not even somebody that cares for gifts for real, but it's because ain't nothing I can't buy myself. But it's like, if we're acknowledging fathers on this holiday, the way we acknowledge mothers, because that's the other parent, most definitely. Now, the dudes that, you know what I mean, you ain't active, you know what I mean? You ain't really around your kids for real, then hell nah, you don't deserve nothing. But yeah, like, but I think because of history of fathers not being so active, I mean, we could go down the line on that. But it's like
it became normal to where like we don't.
It's not something that's celebrated.
Yeah, we don't need recognition.
Like hearing, like, bro, growing up for me, bro, like when somebody like had both their parents, it was crazy to me. You know what I mean? And I feel like for a lot of people, it's like, oh, you know your dad?
I didn't realize, man, I didn't realize how blessed we was either. Like growing up in elementary school and stuff, everybody they be like, yeah, just my dad, or they'll be like my mom picking me up, or they'll be like my grandma. Just the fact that I know a lot of people that grew up with just one father or one mother in their life. For real.
Bro, we was blessed to have both of them, especially you having both of them in the same. Bro, I couldn't imagine my parents being together, bro.
This nigga said it was people flying down for my eighth birthday party.
Bro, this kid was the golden child when we was growing up. Yo, for his games, of course you don't remember. You ungrateful. Like, what you mean you don't remember? Yo, people used to fly from New York to go to his games. Know what I mean? We had shirts with his face on it. Know what I mean? Like his brother on the back. Know what I mean? His dad on the back. Like, yo, we had shirts. We would take pictures. We had a whole section on the bleachers. Everything for my boy.
Because I was supposed to go to the league, though.
For my games, nobody was there. Nobody was there. Even the games I did good, nobody was there. Know what I mean? Like,
that's how I be, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yo, but you know.
No, but look, bro. Dad ain't come to all my games type shit.
Nigga, he came to most games. Like, don't even do that. Like, we was very active at your games. You can't take away that he wasn't out there supporting the hell out your damn games. Sitting there, I'll tell you exactly how he was standing with his arms just like this on the gate with one
I
foot
ain't gonna
back.
lie. The very first game I started playing with Fed, bro, he was finna get the him with the coaches, bro.
Yeah, I believe it.
That nigga crazy.
That used to get in somebody's face.
Shout out to Pops.
Back to dating people with kids, bro. When do you think it's a good time to introduce a girl to your child?
See, that's one thing. Okay, I feel like at 1, 2, none of that. I don't think you should. No, I feel like you should wait until
At 1, 2, what you mean?
1 and 2. You shouldn't.
I ain't talking about the age of the kid. I'm talking about y'all relationship. Like, at what point in time y'all relationship do you feel like, okay, this is a good point in time to introduce, now I mean, this girl to my son for you?
I said like, I don't even want to say 6 months. Don't sound good.
6 months in a relationship?
Yeah, what you think? Like a year?
Nah, I want your opinion.
Like a year?
Yeah. That's how you feel?
Yeah.
Why you say a year?
Because a year, I feel like you're sure. Like you know what I'm saying? You're sure. But 6 months is like, you still learning the girl for real. You don't really know how she gonna act for real. That goes for relationships too, you know? I feel like you should treat it as a relationship. Because it is a new relationship that you also got to do.
Damn, man. For me, right now I'm a little conflicted, bro, because, like, total transparency, I've had to do that before. Like, I've introduced a girl, and the situation was so weird, bro, because the problem with, all right, so boom, I'm going to tell y'all the small story, and then I'm going to tell y'all my answer. Remember the question, all right? I began sidetracked. At the time, I was getting ready, like, I had just gotten in a relationship with a girl, and mind you, I really liked her, you know what I mean? And I really feel like this would work.
Yeah.
But I was about to deploy, you know what I mean? And I knew when I came back, I was only going to have, like, a weekend to be back out of the months. Yeah. So it was like, all right, I could introduce them now before I leave, so I could spend time with both of them at the same time, or I could just have, you know, the time split when I came back. So at the time, it made more sense for me to just do it with both of them. You know what I mean, spend time with both of them, show my daughter a nice relationship. You know what I mean, still have, you know, like a good relationship with Shorty or whatever. And then still spend time with my daughter at the same time. And she had a kid too. So I was like, all right, let me hurry up and do this before I leave. But this was like 3 months into our relationship or something like that. You know what I mean? So it was really early. You feel me? So it's like, nigga, I'm boring you, nigga. You done y'all like 5 times, nigga. God. But nah, man. So it's like, nah, I mean. So boom, I did that, and then me and Shorty broke up. So it's like it got to the point that I had to like tell my daughter, like, you know, like she's not, like, you know, you're not gonna see her no more. And that was bad.
You gotta be.
Bro, that was so bad because, like, now I think about it, like, damn, I just introduced my daughter to how it feels to know somebody, and then, like, they're never there.
She done got her first.
Yeah, like, now I mean, like, in her little eyes, it's like the people she knows, she could be around them at any time. Yeah. But now it's like she met this person, she was around this person.
It's like she gone already.
Yeah, it's like they're dead to me. You know what I mean? Like, and that was all because of my selfish needs. So, like, moving forward, how I see it is, I don't know, bro. Like,
hire slow, fire fast.
Yeah, bro. I'm like, I don't know. I'm like a year, maybe 2. Like, it's really about how I feel about the person,
as much as you really want to, like, before then, it ain't good. Like, it ain't, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, yeah, because you just got to know people change, bro.
Yeah,
like,
I got a question, though.
And that's very, like, who you put in front of kids is so delicate, bro. Like, so for me, I don't know. I think my answer more so is how I feel about that person. Over time, like after a year and some change, how I still feel after 2 years maybe. And I ain't even gonna lie, I was dating somebody before that was mad at that, bro. That they felt like, why won't you introduce me to, like, you say you love me, you say this, you say that, why won't you introduce me to your kid? And
that's not something you could just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I had to explain to them, like, yo, I've loved before and it didn't work out. I can't afford for me to love now and then introduce my daughter to somebody and then her love is broken because my love was broken.
Did she have any kids or no?
She didn't have no kids.
So yeah.
I mean, she didn't never understand.
She don't really know for real.
And she was so mad. She was just like, well, I don't see how you take me serious if you...
Because they see it as like, you must be messing with a baby mama still. Like,
nah, see, it was like, it's solely like on bringing people around my daughter.
It's
like,
energy, right? Like, you can't, you gotta really be skeptical about who you bring around your kids because energy carries.
Yeah. What was your question?
My question was, at my age right now, 19, and Casimir, do you feel like that people or like women should be able to meet Casimir, or like let's say I have a girl, you don't think so?
No.
I don't think so either, but like, why do you say that though? Because I just kind of said it though, like not too long ago.
I mainly say that for you, bro, is because you don't really know what you like yet. Like, things just feel good for you right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, but you haven't had enough experience to know that this is the one I'm gonna be with for the rest of my life yet. You know what I mean? Now, if that just so happens to happen for you, congratulations. But I know at 19, I did not know.
It's too early, right?
Yeah, I did not know what I know now and feel the way I feel now out of understanding. I was just feeling. So it's like you got, just like I said with Alasia, it's like you put a lot at stake when you just put, oh, I like this person. But you've liked people in the past and then didn't like them another day.
Work, yeah.
You know what I mean? So now you're putting his, emotions, his understanding all at stake into your liking, which so far, if your liking just worked out for you all the time, then it's like you would be married right now. You would be in a long relationship right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like until I feel that way or until you feel that way about somebody for real, I'd wait, bro. Like, just off of my experience, bro. And I feel like it's even more serious with a girl because for me, I don't want her to think that men have to have a lot of girls around them. I mean, that's like my biggest gripe. And I think for Cash, it's like, we have this stigma for dudes that like, oh yeah, have a lot of girls, but it's like, you want him to grow up in a healthy way. Understand the healthy things and then let him make his own decision. Don't raise him in a way that's like, oh, daddy's a player, daddy's this. And then he got to grow up and have baby mamas and he got to grow up to be mad and now he at the clinic. Like, you know what I mean? Why? Like, people don't talk about those side of things when you get all these girls. So it's like, I mean, raise him in that side where it's like daddy was only with a girl that he loved. You know what I mean? Like that, I seen my dad treat women good, and we could both say that. Mm-hmm. I've seen my dad treat women good. That's why I feel like me and you, we love because daddy loved. Like,
yeah, he played a big part in that too. Like, as far as us, like wanting to more so be in relationships instead of like having multiple women, that we be dealing with. So
all right. So this is gonna be the question to wrap it up, bro.
What's up?
How do you feel, being that we're both not with our parents, our other parent,
Child
right?
Mother, yeah.
How do you feel about them having a dude around your child?
Man, I was just gonna get into that. Like, honestly, I know it's gonna happen as long as as long as he's teaching him the right thing, like, or like, you know what I'm saying, like just doing right by him. Yeah. I have no problem with it, but I'm real skeptical as is. Like, I'm real overprotective over Casimir. So as long as he's really like, you know what I'm saying, just doing the right thing, it's cool. You could be in his life, of course. He's gonna have to deal with another, father figure anyway. But it gotta be a boundary though. Gotta be boundaries.
Yeah, I definitely feel that shit.
I respect it, but it just gotta be boundaries.
Gotta be. What kind of boundaries would you like implement?
If he not listening or if he doing something he not supposed to be doing, you know what I'm saying, speak up. Say, you know what I'm saying, stop doing that. Say stop doing that. But if he not listening, if he not doing what he's supposed to be doing, and he not listening to like the father figure or like, you know what I'm saying, if he's not listening to him, go ahead and tell, you know what I'm saying, my child's mother. Either tell my child's mother or tell me, because at that point, you shouldn't be doing nothing else, if you ask me.
Yeah, so in other words, you're saying don't put hands on my child.
Hell no.
I ain't gonna lie, my stepdad definitely put hands on me. But I remember he just hit me one time. He smacked the shit out of me one good time.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I can't, bro.
Yeah.
I go to jail too.
Yeah, I think it's about the same thing. Well, it's a little bit more enhanced for me because I have a daughter. So, like, my rules, like, for that type of situation, I ain't gonna lie, I kind of dread that day, bro.
You remember what you did, though?
Who, me?
Mm-hmm.
I ran downstairs. I was like, I hate that nigga.
No, I'm saying, though, like, what did you do?
Oh, like, to get smacked?
Yeah.
I think. Oh yeah, I was trying to go outside. He told me I couldn't go outside. This is so funny because I just said that I never said this to him, and I actually did. Damn, I was a bad kid. Let me just start by saying that I was a bad. Like I know y'all seen me like when I was living with y'all, but like when I was living with my mom, I was not a good kid, bro. Like the way I used to talk back was crazy. But anyways, I wanted to go outside. He told me I couldn't go outside. I said my mom told me I could go outside. He said, but I'm saying you can't go outside. I'm cringing just saying this shit.
Damn, cause it's like, man, like just hearing it from you, you know what I'm saying?
I was like, my mom said I go outside. He said, well, I'm telling you can't go outside. He was the only one that was home. I said, well, you're not my dad. He smacked the shit out of me. And I remember my homie was standing behind me. So my homie Supreme was standing behind me. He could tell his story too. And I remember, like, I ran downstairs crying. I remember I was sitting in the basement or whatever, and like Supreme amping me up. He was like, "Bro, you gonna let him hit you like that?" Like I'm like, "Yo, I'm gonna call my dad. I'm gonna tell my dad." He's like, "Bro, call your dad right now." I was like, "Bro, I don't want to call him right now." But yeah, yo, like, yeah, I like as a kid, bro, like this, like I never wanted to get in between parents, like that was just too much. But yeah, I never forget that my step. But yeah, for me, bro, it's the same thing. Like, damn, should I put no hands on my daughter? Like, you could put hands, you could. Scratch that.
So okay,
you could call me and I will pull up wherever she is. Know what I mean? And I'll handle the situation. You can put her on the phone. My daughter, me and my daughter have a great relationship. She definitely listens to me. Just by the beat of the sound of my name will stop her to do whatever she's doing. Trust me. You know what I mean? So nobody has to feel like they have to intervene. My daughter's not a bad kid. But now there's other parts of me being a dad to a daughter that really makes me nervous because there's weirdos out there. Know what I mean? So like, don't be in my daughter's room. Know what I mean? My daughter already knows nobody's allowed in the bathroom. I told her I'm not allowed in the bathroom just so she understands the severity of it. Don't be in the bathroom while my daughter's in the bathroom. Know what I mean? I don't know. It's a lot like to it that I'm like, I cringe just thinking about it sometimes because that's my baby girl. I would, if anything ever happened to her, bro, I don't know what I'd do. You know what I mean? Especially if like it's not under my surveillance too. It's like, yo, like, I don't know what I do. So, yeah, I definitely cringed at the thought. But I also have to understand it's going to happen one day. You know what I mean? And when I say it's going to happen, she's going to have another parent one day. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because her mom, you know, she got to get married one day. You know what I mean? Same thing for me. You know, but, yeah, I cringe at that, bro. Like, what?
It's just a weird thing that we're going to have to deal with. But
yeah. And, like,
as long as I ain't going to lie, I'm not going to condone don't touch my kid. But it's all about preference, though. You know.
Bro. One thing I'm gonna tell you, I gotta meet him.
Hell yeah!
I gotta meet him.
Yes, like I feel the same way. Yes,
I gotta meet him. Anybody that's around my daughter, I have to meet you. Like, know what I mean? I have to meet. I ain't
never really think of it like that, but okay. What do you feel about as far as like your child's mother's boyfriend? You feel like you gotta meet him too? The boyfriend?
As long as he's not around my daughter. Like,
but once he get around, I gotta meet him though, right?
Yeah. Okay, yeah. She could do whatever she do. But it's like, as long as, like, and me and her, and I have so much respect for her because we have a great relationship. You know what I mean? Shout out to her. She has enough respect for me to not bring somebody around Alasia without me knowing. You know what I mean? Like, I know some baby moms that do stuff like that.
Sneak. Yeah, and that's why I said I know certain people they bring around, like trying to sneak and stuff, bro.
You don't understand. Like, there's a reason why there's two parents. You know what I mean? Like, a dad could really put some fear into somebody's heart. So you hiding like a dude that been around my daughter from me could open up a whole can of worms of danger for her. You know what I mean? Like, for my daughter, you know what I mean? Because there's things that, like, just being a man in my walk of life that I'm always on alert. You know what I mean? So, like, there's things that I know to watch out for. You, like, not to say she's naive, but women are a lot more naive than men.
Women,
you know
they learn different.
Or they can be, you know? Because they're so used to being protected.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, it's like, Like, don't hide that from that's not that I'm not playing with. Like, maybe you a lot lighter on the parenting side than me, but like as far as having somebody around my daughter, don't play with me. Come on, son. That changed everything. Yeah. You know what I mean? So last but not least, cause I know I said that was the last thing. What's something you think you can do better as a parent, as a dad?
What's one thing I could do better? I feel like I said, just establish more authority, like. But you said it's gonna come along.
Yeah,
you know, Casimir, he getting to that terrible 2 age to where it's like, you know, he knows right from wrong, but of course he gonna want to challenge me. Like, he's at that age now. He wants to see, you know,
what he can get away with.
Yeah, like let me see if I can do this. Let's see how you react.
Yeah,
but you
know, nah, that's a fact. But yeah, like I said, that's gonna come, bro. Like, especially because he lives with his mom, right?
Yeah.
So it's like when you have him, you're on strictly nice guy mode because you want him to enjoy it. But you do have.
But I can say though, like nah, like at certain points when I know like he's not supposed to be doing certain stuff, he know to stop. Like he'll turn around as soon as I say his name, he'll turn right around. But, oh, all right, let me chill. Like,
yeah, and because. I mean, dad gotta be, you know what I mean? I feel like both parents could be the rock, but like as a dad, just the way I was raised is, you know, dad gonna be that dude that you scared of when he walk in. But again, that's gonna come with time or whatever, because he gonna cut up some more, and then you gonna realize. I don't even want him to be scared of me, I just want him to know, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You be smart about things.
Yeah.
For me, bro,
it's different because you got a daughter.
Yeah, I got a whole 6-year-old. Shoot at that. I think for me, bro, it's like compartmentalizing my time. Like, I think I take advantage of the time that I have with her right now. Like, I spend a lot of time with her, but I can't sit here and say I give her 100% of my time when we're together. It's like being in the generation that we're in, our phones suck us in so much that I know I definitely feel guilty when I'm like, damn, I just spent like 30 minutes on my phone and my daughter's sitting right here. Now, I mean, she'll never be 6 again. She'll never be 5 again. And like, as much as I want to be like, yeah, but you know, we got more time, or yeah, but you know, she like none of that's guaranteed. And then she'll grow up to remember daddy used to always be on his phone. Like, she said something the other day that really hurt me. You know what I mean? She was like, I think she was talking to me while I was on the phone or whatever, or texting or something. She's like, you never listen to me. And it's like, I know I listen to her. Damn. But it's like the fact that she said that. It, like, yeah, it's like I'm thinking these little moments that I'm on my phone are just little moments. But it's like,
but once you see how like she feels about it, it's like, damn, okay.
It's in her head, daddy don't listen to her.
Let me be more attentive.
You know, so now it's like like today or whatever, you know, we went to the movies when I out to eat or whatever. I just put my phone down the whole time. I did not want her to feel that no more. And just knowing that, you know, she is paying attention, you know, it says a lot. Like, yo, you gotta
be like that, bro. Once kids speak their mind, like the fathers or the mothers, they like the let me tighten up.
Yeah, let me get right. But hey, man, this was a pretty dope episode, man, for Father's Day edition. What you think, bro?
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like we went pretty deep in like just fathering, like stepdad, us as a dad, our dad, everything. You know, one thing I always wish, bro, was that I was able to meet our granddad.
Yeah, I ain't never meet none of my granddad.
I don't know any of my granddads. Like, you know what I mean? And I always wonder, like, what about me is like them, you know?
I ain't never think of that.
Yeah, bro, because it all trickles down. You know what I mean? Like, but
that's true though. I just used to always like stop it at pops, of course.
Hey, daddy, because daddy plays such a huge role. That man,
and I can see a lot of myself in him now. Like once I catch myself saying or doing certain stuff or the way I react to stuff.
Yeah,
it's like that nigga.
We a lot like our dad. I ain't gonna lie to you. We a lot like him. He definitely implemented his way of thinking on us, like good and bad. But I think the best way to be, you know, to change generations to come is to see the goodness in daddy and be that. To see the things that could have been better in him and be better at that. You know what I mean? And constantly do it. And that's never to say he was a bad man, because he's not. Or that he is a bad man, because he's not. You know what I mean? It's just that nobody's perfect. And he will tell you that there is no, one thing my dad always told me, there's no rubric on how to be a dad. He just did what he knew. You know what I mean? And moving forward, like, you know, based off of what he did for us, it's like, all right, you know,
I'll go ahead and pass it down.
yeah, how I'm gonna pass it down in a better version. I mean, the iOS 10, the iOS 11. That's how generations get better. But hey, man, it been your boy TyBuggy on the Boogie Down podcast. You feel me?
It's your boy Caprice the GOAT.
Hey, man, I appreciate y'all sticking this long. I want to say Happy Father's Day to all the real fathers. Know what I mean?
The real
That been
ones,
there.
the
Yeah,
real
that's a
ones,
fact. That been there, you feel me? If for whatever reason you wasn't there in the beginning, but you there now, to all the stepdads, shout out to all of y'all. Know what I mean? Keep holding it down. If you ain't received nothing today, just hey,
You got a fist bump from me.
yeah, that's a fact. And I say thank you. You heard? But hey, man, it's been your boy. I'm out of here, man.
For sure, we out, man.
Preach.